What's up? So this video basically about me finding my way into trading. Now before I get into that, y'all are being recorded on my phone as of right now, because I just moved into this new house, me and my family. So I don't have all my stuff right. So I don't have my camera, my setup, my stuff like that. I gotta find everything. And this is just a quick little video because people keep asking me about it. So I wanted to basically tell y'all how I've got into trading, right? I think it was the start of 2020 when everybody was getting out of school because of COVID, right? I think it was somewhere in the month, like March. My boy Isaac, if he watching this, shout out to Isaac. I love and I hate that you put me onto it at the same time, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I love it because obviously I love trading, right? I'm really passionate about it, but the reason I say I hate it because when I first got into it, I didn't have money like that. You feel me? I don't know who he was on the phone with when he was talking to me, but he was with one of his mentors, and he was pretty much telling me the forex market and this $1 trillion market, all this other stuff. So me, broke as hell, I'm like, what? $1 trillion? I can make $1 trillion. I ended up joining under Isaac. And the thing with the whole joining under people, I don't know if y'all ever heard of IML or Master Academy or something like that, but that's essentially how I got introduced to trading, because of them. And with them, you had to pay a certain subscription every month in order to trade with them and do Zoom calls, webinars, all that, right? But the kicker was, the pay each month was like $175. It was like $175 a month, or $70 something dollars. Either way, I didn't have money like that every month to be given to people who wasn't teaching me how to trade, and I'm about to get into that too. All they did was recruit people. That's all they did. You didn't learn a lick of trading. They gave you a bunch of indicators and strategies that you will never use because they don't work. And the first thing they throw you in is a HFX account, high frequency trading. Anybody who has never traded before, why would you throw them into a high frequency trading, which is basically just binary options? It's binary option trading. That's how I originally got into it, and I thought that's what trading was, but it's not, right? So as I'm going through the classes or whatever and inside the webinars, I'm noticing that I'm not the only person that's not making money. I'm seeing people in the Zoom, people like, oh, like, when we gonna start learning how to trade, but they would be saying it in like private chats. They would be texting to each other, so they wouldn't, like, the main people wouldn't see it. But me being me, I put it in the main chat. I'm like, yo, when we gonna learn how to trade? I've been in this Zoom call for an hour and a half talking about, y'all said we was gonna learn how to trade. I've been here for an hour and a half hearing y'all talk about bullshit. So when are y'all gonna actually teach how to trade? Because I'm not learning nothing from y'all. I could have went on YouTube. I didn't have to pay $175 to join here. You feel me? But I did it because my boy asked me to, and I trust my boy. You know what I'm saying? He got played too. Yeah, you got played too, my boy. They kicked me out the Zoom call. They didn't even respond to me. They just kicked me out. And that's when I left. That day, I got my refund. I was like, yo, get my refund back. I'm about to go do this on my own, because I figured out that you can trade on your own. I thought this whole time the only way for me to trade was through them. And the more I'm thinking about it, I'm like, well, how are they trading? Like, they not using nobody else to trade. So I figured out how to trade on my own, and that's what I've been doing since that day. So I got my refund, and I took that refund and I put it into a live account because I didn't know anything else at the time. Put it in the account, and I could try to post pictures somewhere about the profits that I was making from it, but I thought I was the man. Like, I'm talking about, like, I'm getting in 30-second option tradings and stuff like that. Mind you, I have no idea what I'm doing. In the thing, they tell you to buy at the lows and sell at the highs. That's what they tell you. So that's what I was doing, and I was doing all right with it. I was losing here, but I was winning for the most part. But the thing was, I didn't like risking a certain amount on, like, a 1 minute candle. Like, that's so sporadic and volatile. Like, I don't want to do that. So what I ended up doing was I did more research on it to figure out how I can do it more effectively without having to worry about like the candle wicking me out and stuff like that. And then I got into forex, but it's not the same. Like, you don't get in for a minute, and then after that minute you win or lose. You stay in the trade for as long as you want, and you could get out whenever you want as well, right? And I thought that was way better. It makes more sense to place a trade and then hold it. And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing for options, but I'm not really too knowledgeable on options because I don't trade options. I do forex and futures, like indices. I left the thing, started trading on my own, blew so many accounts. I can't even tell you like how many accounts I probably done blown over the past couple of years. I've blown funded accounts, prop firm accounts, all the stuff that y'all probably gonna do. I've done it. Over risking, over leveraging, or straight full margin on a trade. The whole, like, I've done it all. You know what I'm saying? I've made 6,000 and didn't take it out, and then got drawn down to 2,000 negative. You know what I'm saying? So I know. You feel me? Fast forward, I'm trading on my own. I was trading from that time period, March, up until when I got into a situation, right? I honestly just stopped trading. I just didn't trade until I wasn't working because I was at college. So I wasn't working. The jobs on campus, they really don't pay you enough, and it didn't match with my schedule because I do a lot of stuff. I was a student athlete, so I got out of practice at like 6 o'clock. I'm up for classes at like 8 a.m. There was no way for me to work on campus, you know what I'm saying? A lot of jobs around the campus, they don't hire you because you're an athlete. They say the sport is your priority pretty much. And it is, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean y'all can't give me a job, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a diligent hard worker. That's not the point though. I got back into it because I missed it, to be honest. I saw it on like somebody's thing one day, and I was like, oh snap, like I used to trade, I forgot to trade. So I started doing more research, I got back into it. I was starting to do better at it, and then I just kept jumping from strategy to strategy, using all types of indicators. And I was doing this for like a good year and a half of just jumping from straight strategy to strategy, indicator to indicator, YouTuber to YouTuber, research paper to research paper, candlestick patterns to candlestick I did all of it, you know what I'm saying? And I was not profitable. You want to get one thing that you're good at, and you want to capitalize on it, right? And I wasn't doing that. I was trying to do so many things at one point that I wasn't getting no results. So I thought I was just a bad trader. Whole time, I'm just not following a trading plan. I want to say I started making real money from trading before I went on my trip to Jamaica. So, and by the way, the money that I used for that trip was from trading. And that's why I feel so strongly about it, because it's literally the only thing that can print money. Like, print money out of straight. You don't gotta make a Shopify account. You ain't gotta do no drop shipping. You ain't gotta cold call people. You ain't gotta email nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ask nobody for permission to do nothing. You find a broker. You find a good platform to trade on, a decent strategy with good risk management, and like, be consistent. You'll get there as you do it for a while. Consistency, dedication, discipline. You'll get there. It'll take some time. This is my 4th year. I just got profitable. 4th. But that's my fault because I didn't take it seriously when I should have. I should have took it seriously when I first saw that I made $20 in 1 minute. That's when I should have took it seriously. It's a different feeling to say they got their first car. It's a different feeling to hear somebody tell you that because of your information, they was able to better their lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, that does something to me as a person. Money is going to be made regardless. So hopefully y'all still around for that to happen. and hopefully I get to see y'all make some money too. And we're just gonna be a nice little team. But other than that, that was my video on how I got into trading. Let's get to it. I'll catch y'all in the next video.